Hi, I'm Mike Merchant with the Texas AgriLife Extension Service, and we're here to talk about mosquitoes. Specifically, some things you can do around your backyard to control mosquitoes to eliminate the risk of bites in your own yard. One of the places that mosquitoes like to hang out, especially during the hot daylight hours, is vegetation, shrubbery, flowers, bushes, trees. And these are areas that can be treated, especially during the high mosquito season, for mosquitoes. The way we do that is we apply a residual insecticide, such as this off aerosol fogger, to the foliage of plants around areas where we work and play. And this is typically going to be just around the house or in the backyard. One of the advantages of doing this is that it does cut down dramatically on mosquitoes that might have drifted into your yard from areas where they're breeding nearby. And it also gives you the option to have a little control over your comfort zone in the backyard. Now, before you spray, make sure you're wearing the protective gear that's required on the label. Read the label very carefully. These are extremely important instructions. They'll tell you exactly where you can use the product and what it can be used on. It should list mosquitoes as one of the target pests on the label. And I've read my label here, and we're going to go ahead and start treating some of this shrubbery. These types of sprays are good at getting things in foliage that you can easily reach. You do want to make sure that you get down underneath the plants, get up underneath the undersides of the leaves when you use these sprays. So when using a propane fogger, you do have to work with a concentrated insecticide, and you're going to need to put it into the fogger. So it's a pretty simple process. You want to wear gloves when you do this, and in this case the label also requires that that I wear safety glasses when mixing and handling the insecticide. And we're going to simply pour it into the reservoir on the sprayer. And this insecticide is formulated specially for these types of propane foggers. So you want to make sure that you use the insecticide that's designed for your unit. And then this unit needs to be ignited and warmed up before it can be used and produce the fog that you'll get that gives you the great penetration in foliage. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the propane. And it's lit, and it will take about 2 minutes for this to heat up to the temperature it needs to apply the insecticide. Okay, so these trees are another important key area in your backyard to treat for mosquitoes. Unfortunately, the aerosol foggers don't get up very high into trees very well, and that's where the propane fogger can help. And this propane fogger creates insecticide on very fine smoke that can be injected for several yards up into plant foliage, and it gets very good coverage on the foliage itself. So let's see how this works. So this is designed to kill mosquitoes that are up in the vegetation, up in the foliage of the tree. You'll also want to treat ground cover in the backyard because mosquitoes will be in ground cover. They can even be in the grass itself. And you want to stand upwind of your fogger, obviously. Propane fogging is best done on a calm day, especially in the evening, just before mosquitoes become active. You will get maybe 4 or 5 foggings out of a container, a 1-quart container like this. It does give you another option for temporary mosquito relief in your backyard. You'll probably see the results of this fog for up to 1 or 2 days. Besides foggers, there's a lot of ways to treat mosquito resting areas in your backyard. We have the pump sprayers that we saw earlier with the front entryway. We've got different sizes of those sprayers. And we also have the option of using a hose end type applicator. Now this is one that's made by Cutters. They come in different brands. but this one's made to apply to your grass and your shrubs and low-hanging branches in your backyard. A very simple operation. You just turn the hose on, and then there's an on-off switch on the sprayer, and it will automatically meter the insecticide concentrate that's in here and put it out through the spray. You want to make sure that you've got a backflow preventer on your hose, and that, again, you read the instructions carefully. But this is another option. The disadvantage of this spray is when we're in all sprays in the backyard is we are treating plants and foliage that might have beneficial insects like butterflies and honeybees coming to the plants. The way you minimize the risk to your good insects is you do these kind of applications in the evening. Just before dark, honeybees will have gone back to their hives. Butterflies are not as active in the evening hours, and this is the safest time for those little guys to do these kind of applications.